There is a series of straight lines and points that can be drawn on every triangle. One of these important lines is the angle bisector of the angle that is at each vertex of the triangle. The three angle bisectors of a triangle always meet at a single point, called the triangle incenter. Since the angle bisector of an angle is the straight line whose points are the same distance to the semi-straight lines that form the angle, the triangle incenter is the point which is the same distance to the three sides of the triangle. Furthermore, the angle bisector is the straight line where every point is the center of a circumference that is tangent, that is, that only have one point in common, to the semi-straight lines that form the angle. So the triangle incenter is the center of the circumference that is tangent, that only has one point in common, to all the sides of the triangle. If we find the three angle bisectors of the three angles of the triangle, the point where they meet is the triangle incenter, and the circumference whose center is that point and is tangent to the three sides of the triangle is its inscribed circumference. So first of all, we have to draw the angle bisectors of every angle of the triangle. To draw the angle bisector of angle A, we draw an arc whose center is point A any radius long, that meets the sides that form the angle at these points 1 and 2. Using these points as centers and the same radius, the one we want, we draw two arcs that meet at this point 3. So the semi-straight line that starts at A and goes through 3 is the angle bisector of angle A, V sub A. We repeat the process for drawing the angle bisector of angle B. We draw an arc whose center is point B any radius long that meets the sides that form the angle at these points 4 and 5. Using these points as centers and the same radius, the one we want, we draw two arcs that meet at this point 6. So the semi-straight line that starts at B and goes through 6 is the angle bisector of angle B, V sub B. And although it is not necessary because V sub A and V sub B already meet at this point, let us check that it is just one point and let us repeat the process to draw the angle bisector of angle C. We draw an arc whose center is point C and radius long that meets the sides that form the angle at this point 7 and 8. Using these points as centers and the same radius, the one we want, we draw two arcs that meet at this point 9. So the semi-straight line that starts at C and goes through 9 is the angle bisector of angle C, V sub C. As we can see, the three angle bisectors meet at this point I, which is the triangle incenter. Let us look at this property. If every point on this angle bisector V sub A is the same distance to sides B and C, if every point on this angle bisector V sub B is the same distance to sides C and A, and if every point on this angle bisector V sub C is the same distance to sides A and B, the point where the three angle bisectors meet, point I, is the same distance to sides A, B and C at the same time. We can check it by drawing perpendicular lines to sides A, B and C from point I. Here we have the straight line perpendicular to side A from point I. Here is the straight line perpendicular to side B from point I, and here is the straight line perpendicular to side C from point I. As we can see, these three measurements are congruent. Or, in other words, if each point on this angle bisector V sub A is the center of a circumference that is tangent to sides B and C, if each point on this angle bisector V sub B is the center of a circumference that is tangent to sides C and A, and if each point on this angle bisector V sub C is the center of a circumference that is tangent to sides A and B, the point I, where they all meet, is the center of a circumference that is tangent to the three sides of the triangle at the same time, that is, the triangle's inscribed circumference.